Welcome back to my channel. My name is Stassi. Thank you so much for being here today. I am so excited. I've just had a very lovely chat with Miss Johanna over here, and I want to thank you so much for coming here today. I'm so excited for this interview.
Thank you so much for having me here. I was so excited when you messaged me. And I was first thinking, I was like, is this like a joke? I was like, she is not asking me because I didn't feel like I would be that person that you would want to be here. But I'm so excited. And thank you for inviting me here.
Oh my gosh, no, thank you. The
Yes.
honor is mine. I love your builds. I'm also very excited to talk to you about the Builders game because I'm a judge this
Yes,
season.
I know. I know.
And
And I'm
I
the
just
builder
and you're
first
the
time.
builder, so I gotta because I have a general idea of like all the challenges coming. Like I know every shell.
Yeah.
And we definitely gotta talk about week 5 because like I prayed for everybody builder's
Yes.
soul for that one
Oh,
because that
was
was
that the puzzle
yeah,
thing? Oh my goodness.
that
Yes.
was that was really hard. But I definitely I want to talk about the drink as well because that like your I haven't seen everybody's yet, but I saw
Yeah.
yours. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's so amazing. But anyways, Joanna,
Yes.
before we dive in, I want to hear a little bit about yourself and your Sims history.
Well, my name is Johanna, and my first remember for The Sims, it was like in maybe I was 9 or 10, and I remember my friend, they have computer, and that was like the time many people they didn't have computers at home, but they have, and she was like, "Oh, I have this game, The Sims." I was like, "Okay, cool." And I remember she showing me the game, and we just make some box houses there, and you can play with the people or like the Sims there. And I was like, okay, this is cool. This is cool. And then I have the Nintendo, the GameCube. It
Mm-hmm.
was like the console.
Yeah.
And we have that in our home. And my parents buy me like Sims 2 in there and the Busting Out. I don't even remember what was like the game. So I did play those. But then I after I turned 16, I guess boys and underage drinking was my life. So I wasn't playing Sims. And then I bought Sims 4, like, I think 2015 or something
Okay.
like that. I noticed it was like, I think it was on sale or something. And I was like, okay, maybe I will buy this. And I I actually play like the gameplay first.
Okay.
And then I remember I had like shitty laptop and it wasn't like working. So I like stopped playing because it was so like I hate to play if the computer isn't like running smoothly. But then last year I was like, I'm gonna play and actually start building more. And
Yeah.
now I think I have building like actively maybe year and a half now. Yeah.
I love that. So that's so fascinating. I like how we all started playing Sims when we were young. I started
Yeah.
playing when I was 10.
Yeah.
I've never actually really played anything console. Like I obviously like I've played like the original Sims, Sims 2. I didn't really play Sims 3. I did play Sims 3 thinking it was Sims 4, not realizing it was Sims 3.
Yeah.
And I obviously played, like the Nintendo DS version
Yeah.
and because I never played Busting Out or Castaways, but I played Sims Herbs and I played the shit out of that game.
Yeah.
I
I
love
don't
that.
remember the busting out. I don't remember what there was some, I don't know what was the thing about the busting out, but we didn't have like computer. I think we have. And
Mhm.
I was like, so I remember because I was asking it for PC, but I
Yeah.
got it from the console and I was like, well, okay. It was okay, I guess. But I haven't played The Sims 3 at all, so I don't know anything about that version. Yeah.
When it comes to Sims 3, I just know there's a color wheel, it's
Yeah.
open world. There's a Sims 3 shop where you're able to buy things. It's just basically every wish and hope we want for The Sims 4,
Yeah.
but not as pretty,
Yeah, and I
is
have like
what I
I
gathered.
I see all the, if I'm in Twitter or something, people are like, "Oh, I miss so much Sims 3," but I don't miss it because I don't know what to like miss about it. So because I do like Sims 4 and I love, using that one. So
I agree. I love Sims 4. I just
Yeah.
think this is Sims 4 was such a problem child back in 2014 where it came out because it's a completely different game now.
Yeah.
From day one where it came out, because it's been out for 8 years. Then they're continuously doing it, which like updating it and stuff, which I'm really excited to see. And now that the base game is free for everybody,
Yeah.
we're gonna have more simmers playing it and having
Yes.
access to, which I'm very excited about. I mean, I do have mixed feelings about it. I mean, it's just a marketing ploy. I mean, how
Yeah.
you don't sell the cow, you sell the milk, right? So
Yes.
like how I look at it is I'm really happy the base game is free, but in my opinion, I find the base game extremely lacking.
Yeah.
Because you have to spend X amount of dollars to have a dog in the game, and you have to spend X amount of
Yes.
dollars for it to rain in the game. So it's just
Yeah,
kind of
I don't,
it's just
yeah, I
it's
don't,
just
I
yeah.
I agree with you. Like, I don't think you can just have the base game. Like, eventually you will like watching the packs and you will like, oh, I maybe want that one. Because
Mhm,
that was something that happened to me. I was like, okay, I have the base game.
mhm,
But then I was like, okay, there is the city living. I was like,
mhm.
okay, I will buy that one. And then the seasons, I was like, okay, I want to have that one. And then now I'm just like, I have all the packs. And I even gave up the Batu one. I was like, okay, I will buy Batu.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
Kev the builder actually bought Batu for me for my birthday
really.
because I did a
I know people were, I think I talked about Kevin with the Batu one, and he was like, oh, you need that. I was like, oh, I will never buy that. And also the vampires was like, I was like, I don't want that either. But now I
Interesting.
have the both ones now. So
I
but
see. I
yeah.
really liked. I did some real like I made a reel about like the really good game packs to buy, and I actually had vampires as number two.
Oh, yeah. But I think because I don't do gameplay, like
Oh, okay.
so I guess for me it's only the building, aspect that I look, and I always just look the object. But I actually have bought the fitness stuff back
Oh
only
yeah.
only for the one lamp. There was one lamp and I was like, I want that lamp, and I don't use any other stuff from the pack. So that is like, well, money good spent, but
That's literally how you got listen in. This is how you know you're a true simmer. I
yes.
bought this pack. I literally what pack did I do that for? Oh, the fancy clothes pack, the game pack, sorry, the stuff pack one. Miss Shin something something. It's the
The
clothing.
mochino,
Yeah,
no?
yeah, that one. I wanted the windows. I
Yeah, I
specifically I
that
was
is that is one I don't have. I don't have the mochino one. I
okay.
haven't. I know there is the cool windows, but maybe I will buy that next.
I like it for the windows. I was
Yeah.
also doing a wedding collab, and and they're like, you need to get this pack
Okay.
because you need it for the photo shoot area. Cause like
Yeah.
it actually comes up with like cameras and stuff. I was like, oh, yeah, kind of like that.
Okay.
I think that's like the problem. Like, sorry, I have like hair in my nose.
It's okay.
I think like, because like I just saw I don't know, were you part of the base game collab that just happened? I there was a lot of simmers part of it, but
Was it? Yeah, the back to basic.
back to basic. Yeah. Were
Yes,
you
I was. Yeah.
okay? So I was obsessed with that collab because everybody in that collab made the base game look fantastic.
I know, and I was also like, I am actually very proud the
Mhm.
house that I made. I was like, this is so beautiful, actually. Like, I actually like using base game for landscaping and like the exterior. The interior stuff are like, I don't like those that much.
Right? It's like, oh god.
But you can actually make nice houses like the landscaping and
Mhm.
the, outside. So there is nice stuff in the base game.
There is. It's just like I kind of wish like more like the
Yeah.
inside stuff translated because like because like I've done the only make an island living build, only make
Yeah.
a base, and then you don't realize you're like, but all these plants, excuse me, are in cats and dogs, and this table I like using
Yeah.
is in Get Famous, like, and then because I remember when I first started, I was like, okay, so when I build, I'm gonna build for the everyday person who can't have every pack ever.
Yeah.
And now that I have all the packs, you can literally see you're like boop 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 boop,
Yeah.
and you're like, fuck.
And like I'm like that. The smaller house I make, the more packs I use in the gallery. You can see the list. But
Right?
if I make tiny home, I use like all my packs. But if I make bigger one, that is like much like small amount the packs, which is so funny, I think.
I love that.
Yeah,
Okay, when Tiny Living came out, I was obsessed with making tiny homes.
I love,
Everything was
yeah,
a tiny home, a micro home, a mini home, a tiny home. I
yeah.
had
But I love doing
everybody.
like micro and tiny homes. They are like so sweet and cute looking.
Right? I think one of my favorite ones that I was obsessed with, and I think it's like one of my only claims to fame of being a builder, is I
Yeah,
turned a school bus. Like I made a school bus and I turned
yeah,
it into a tiny home.
that's cool.
Right. I just got the idea because so many people I know from high school did that. Like
Yeah,
bought a school bus and converted it into a home and
yeah,
drive around. I'm like, that's so cool. I will never
yeah.
do
That
that
is
in real life,
cool.
but that is really cool. And I will take that idea. I remember I remember I used to be so creative with builds. Now I'm just like, I use the same plants and the
I
same
use the same
table
stuff. Like,
and the same wood.
yeah,
I was saying to Simmer Cal yesterday, I was like, I just use the same wood.
yeah. I know.
I use the same brick.
Yes, I know what you're saying, but I think also um I'm sometimes thinking if I'm too like, is it lame to use the same things? But then if I have found my style, what I want to do, I guess it's
Exactly.
fine. I guess it's fine to build like with the same stuff all over.
Oh my gosh, I got okay. What's your favorite style when it comes to building?
Um, I think very like cottage core and Mediterranean. I think
Okay.
those are like my styles, and like rustic, cozy. That is something I enjoy doing, and I think that is like what I do the most. But then, of course, I also enjoy like this Marrakech, style Persian vibes. So that is
Okay.
cool too. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Again, Sims, like able to create everything. Which leads me to talk a little bit more about Sims 4 before we go to Sims 5. We both have a mutual love for The Sims 4.
Yes.
I'm sure you're very happy to know that The Sims 4 has years of content still ahead of them, which makes me so happy to know because I'm not
Yes.
ready to give up on Sims 4
Oh,
just
me
yet.
neither. Me neither.
We know there's gonna be two more expansion packs coming. Any ideas what you think they might be?
Um, I don't know. Maybe I actually don't know. I think it's because I don't do the gameplay.
Mhm.
So because I do think it will like something with the gameplay, I guess. People have talking about some kind of generation. I don't even know what that like means. But I'm not sure. I would actually want something for the babies. Like I wanted to have like nursery stuff back or something like that because there is coming like the infant. So I hope there is something for the nursery and like really like cute, cool stuff for the babies and toddlers.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Maybe that could tie into a generation pack. So like a generation pack, like it kind of plays with all the different generations. I've spoke a lot about this lately that because now we have infants coming, so you still have
Yes.
debugged baby, infant, toddler, child, teen, young adult, adult, death, pretty much, right? Because like basically when you're a senior,
Yeah.
there's nothing for you to do, right? Like it's just
Yeah.
basically right there. Well, I hope with generations that they can add maybe a middle age step
Yes.
and have more like retirement homes.
Yeah, maybe something for the elderlies would be also like, but there like glasses with the fake teeth in the like some kind of trailer I saw, like
Uh
I think it was in the summit,
yeah,
and
so
I saw some kind of fake teeth in
they
the water glass. So
they saw some form of fake teeth and then the glasses came out with the kit
yes,
that just came out, the ones that Plumbella helped, which I love to hate those packs at this point. Like
mm,
I've taken a look at them. Am I gonna buy the everyday clutter pack? Yes, because I like clutter. She
yeah,
sold me. I love it. I was just kind of hoping for more
yeah.
clutter.
I know like the kids are like some kits are, I actually enjoy the kits, but
Mhm.
then, well, I have the new ones, of course, and I did build with those. And after I built, I was like, okay, these are fine stuff, and I think I will be using these later on. But first, I was like, I was little disappointed, and I think it's because I use a lot of CC, and there is like gorgeous clutter in the
Mhm.
CC world. So I guess I'm a bit picky now, that comes to the stuff. But there was some cool things, and I'm gonna build with those like later on in the
Mhm.
future. So
I 1,000,000% got you. You
yeah,
have no idea. Obviously I'm a storyteller, so
yes.
I use a CC for cast.
Do you do builds? Like, are
I
you
do.
building?
I
Yeah.
do build. Actually, if anything, I would say I was a builder. I've only
Okay.
just switched to cast
Ah, cool.
because being a storyteller, cast is very important. But if
Yes.
you actually scroll to the bottom of my Instagram feed, you'll actually see I did 100 builds in 100 days. I've
Okay.
always classified myself more as a builder than I am cast. I just specifically like cast now
Yeah.
because
Okay.
it's easier and
Yeah.
faster. Just to be honest with you, it's easier and faster, and I can get the same reaction out of like, oh, I feel so satisfied out of making these characters. I think it's just because when it comes to builds,
Yes.
I'm like, okay, I will make some. I will say I just got invited to a collab this morning. Very excited to be part of it, and I'm just like
Yeah.
I'm with like some of the top builders out there, and I'm like, okay.
Yes. Yeah. I think I saw you in the Discord in the same collab.
Oh
So
yeah.
yes.
Yes, they did.
So I'll be
We can,
there also.
yeah, we can't spoil. I mean, technically, this is coming out at the end of February. This podcast is coming out at the end of February, so maybe we can spoil, but we won't do it here, just in case. I don't know
Oh,
when that collab is 100% coming out just yet, but yeah,
yeah.
no, yeah, because Cal invited me this morning, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. It
because
was cool.
we were talking about it yesterday,
Okay.
and I was like, yeah, sign me up.
Yes, I
Let's
was
go.
also, I think I saw the message yesterday morning,
Mhm.
the invite. I was like, oh yes. And I love doing like collabs. I'm like always down for it if I have like the time. There
Mhm.
is, I think, one collab I needed to say no. I just didn't have the time to do that. And I don't want to have like too much pressure if I will make it. So, but collabs are nice.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
interesting. I've been a part of a couple now.
Yeah.
I've done all of Juby's. Every collab
Yes.
she's done, I have been part of. Minus the was it the summer of '69? I didn't do that one.
I don't think I was in the fairy
I was
collab,
in the fairy collab.
but I don't think I wasn't in the castle one. I
Yeah,
think
I was
were
in the
you in the castle
I was in
one?
the
Yeah.
castle one. Yeah,
Yeah, but the
and
fairy one, I really enjoy that. So
oh yeah, no, I made like oh, what fairy? Oh, a Winx fairy castle.
yeah,
Yeah, and then I did another castle for the castle collab as well, and I was like, yes.
yeah, I made that toadstool pond village kind of thing.
Right. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Yes. Yes. I
Yes.
mean, now that we're speaking of Juby, I mean, we got to talk about builders games because judge
Oh,
to a builder.
yeah.
Um, you guys are awesome. Just throwing that out there. I couldn't do what you guys do every week. I don't know how you find the time, to be honest with you.
Well, it has been like well, I build kind of fast. So if I start something in the morning, I'll be done like maybe 6 hours or something like that.
Oh
So
wow.
I have now the one that I did, I think it was the CC house that I did, the bed and breakfast. I think
Mhm.
it was called like Morning in Toulouse. That took me 3 days, and that is like a long time for me. And I was like, I can't do this like this long.
No,
So I like to build like when I started, I will be finishing like at the same day. So for me, the builders game isn't that much, but the challenges, they have been like so hard, and I'm like, I can't do this. And people in the game, they're like so creative, and
oh
I don't
yeah.
have that kind of thinking. I just build the same style all over the again, and I don't know. Then I have been so scared. Like every week, I'm like, I'll be eliminated this time. I'll be eliminated. But then I'll be like in the top scores, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
I was gonna say your builds this year are incredible.
Thank you.
I'm very much enjoying what you put out every week. It's just like
Thank
I'm just like
you.
so in awe of everybody in this game.
I
I was
know.
like, if I put my heart and soul into it, I could like because Juby always says to us,
You could do it definitely. And
"Oh,
it
I
was like also like Kevin was telling me that you need to do the competition. I was like, okay, I will go in and have my application for the builder. But I have been actually enjoying, the games.
Mhm.
But I need to win that. I'm like, I want to win that game.
If you win, would you
I
come and
don't
be?
know.
Would you be a judge next season?"
Uh Well, maybe I could come back. I have been actually like enjoying the Judge also, like
Mhm.
season 1 and 2. But it is nice to try the builder, side
Yeah,
also.
I
But
I
I need to win. I need to win this. I'm like, sorry for my teammates, but I will win this now.
I think the only way if I ever did it, if I was on like a mat leave and I actually had more free time throughout my week, because I've
Yeah,
because I've talked to Juby about it, right? And she's
it
like,
is like intensive, to do that. And now it was the hot and cold,
mhm,
the drink.
yes,
And I was like, I don't know if I will make it through. But then the next challenge is also so big, the
mhm.
wonders of nature, or what is, I don't know, the seven wonders, something like
So
that.
yeah, the Seven Wonders.
So now I think I need to start that because I do want to be ready, for the next Friday or Saturday. But then of course, I would love to see the scores before I start because
Yeah,
it's difficult. Yeah.
yeah, because I sometimes I'm like, wait, why? How are you already making it? We like
Yes.
we
Yeah.
don't have to judge it until Wednesday.
I
And
know.
I'm a
And
fiend. I usually judge Wednesday morning or
yes,
Tuesday.
yeah,
I because I like to wait. I want to make sure
I
everybody's
know.
in there.
I know. And the the puzzle one,
Hmm.
before we got the notification that there will be no judging,
Hmm.
that was only one I was like, okay, I will hit this there, even if I don't know
Yeah.
if I will be like through. And it was like so scary. I was like, oh my god, this is like so embarrassing if I don't make it. And now I have my build here, but it was a beautiful build,
Hmm.
so I don't mind about that. But then there was like the message like, oh no judging. I was like, phew, oh
Oh
my
my god.
goodness. Yes.
Oh my god.
But I am scared now because there will be like 3 elimination now, and I'm like,
Hmm.
I can't deal it because after the Kevin's Bake Off, I got eliminated. I was like crying actually. I was like, oh my god.
Dude, I got eliminated first round and I'm an
I know.
actual
I was
chef.
watching that.
I
But I
can't.
was actually like in tears. It was so like I was so sad that I didn't make it to the finals.
Yeah.
And now with the builders game, I want to win this one. So let's see.
I think it's gonna come down to a really close race. To be honest with
Yes,
you, I think
I know.
I could see you making top three. I could see
Yeah.
you tattooed simmer, and I don't know the other one, but it's like XO simmer
Yeah.
Nair
Yeah.
XO or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see you guys going to top three.
I know there is like so cool builders in the game, and everyone is so like talented and so creative. I don't know how they like come up with those ideas.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
that's cat. That's why I'm cast kiddo. I just gotta download some CC suits and I'm like, look at this shit. Look
Yeah,
at this.
and I it's also it is challenging for me to not use tool and not
Mhm.
use CC. So that is something I also struggle very much
Yeah.
when I do those builds. But
I've
it's
never used
okay.
Tool and I've never used Red Shelf in my life. I have no need to be honest with you.
I didn't use tool first when I started building. I think I don't think I have used it for like couple months now. And it
Yeah.
was only thing that I needed the tool was to elevate my sofa cushions. They were always like floating in the air. I was like, I need those down. So that's why I download Tool, but now I can't build without Tool. So
I got you.
yeah.
I got you. But I don't know. I'm not there. Like my gameplay when it comes to The Sims. So I primarily podcasts take up most of my time.
Yeah.
Because I do about 9 a month.
Okay.
And then I do 2 Rose Chronicle chapters a week. So making them.
Yeah.
So each chapter takes about 5 hours to do.
Okay.
And more if I have to do anything extra. Like
Yes.
magic.
Yeah.
Or outfit changes or new scenery or new set. But I the problem is if I build, I get bored. Because I'm like, I'm like, done. It's the same, Stassi, it's the same cottage. You just built the same cottage. And I step outside my comfort zone, like, still the same cottage. You just added one more window. And I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna step outside. I'm gonna build a pharmacy. It's a fucking cottage. It's the same mold. It's the same shell. Right? So like I just kind of sit there, like when my creativity is when I'm writing. And when when I'm sitting there and I'm in the midst of making a Rose Chronicle chapter and I'm like, oh my God, I know there's one person that's going to see this Easter egg in there. And like, that's what gets me the most excited.
Yeah.
And because like, again, I love to build. And I'm so honored that Juvie has me as a judge. I say to her, I'm like, girl,
yeah,
you know who's the judging panel, right? Like
I know. And I really enjoy also being the judge. I think that was like also like so when I was judge last season, my judging, I remember I woke up Saturday morning was the time when I wanted to put my scores. And it was like so cool every Saturday to see the builds and think about the scores. And I really enjoy that too. But I have been enjoying this team thing that we have, like the blue and red one.
Yeah.
Because now it's like so nice to have this little group and we are like chatting. We are like pretty active, the team blue. I don't know about the team red, but we have like very, we are just talking every day there about what we're going to do and help each other out. So
of course,
I really enjoy that one.
Of course. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see how you guys are going to end. Be prepared for the final challenge.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying.
I can't take it.
Anyways, I think this is a perfect segue. Let's talk about your builds. My God, they're amazing.
Thank you.
Talk to me about your process from start to finish.
So I do, I like to be in Pinterest. So I do look a lot of inspiration. But they're not always like houses, the picture. There might be like just, one candle and something like that. And I'll be like, oh, yes, I want to use this. And then I just have these visions in my mind. And I also like to have, many people ask always, is this real picture? So I do enjoy making like very realistic looking. Like it's like mix and match, Sim style, but then maybe the illusion, like, is this real? You have to maybe little think about it, because a lot of people think some of the builds are like photos, and I'm like, oh, this is Sims. But
I love that, and I love you're able to get that that level of realism into the game. Now,
I think that some builds, they're like come to life. Maybe you can say that. So I think that is something unique, I guess, to have as a builder. I'm not sure, but I enjoy that. And like I enjoy the rustic, cottage, cozy vibes. Those are really my things that I love to do. And then I use CC. That is something I love. The stuff is just amazing. And yeah.
See, I want to dive into that because a lot of builders I talk to are very against CC.
I know.
They're like, I build for the community. I don't build for me. I think CC for builds can be necessary at times. For an example, decorative pillows.
Yes, blankets. We don't have that. We don't have that in the game. Yes.
Open so the CC that like I'm obsessed with right now is half open doors.
I
Because like
know.
think about in your house, how many doors are actually closed?
I
When I'm
know.
looking, these doors are open. These doors are just
Yeah.
closed because I don't need the world to see how
Yeah,
messy of a
yeah.
human I'm in.
Yeah.
But
But
like
I love, yeah.
yeah.
I also love using the open doors and like the
Mhm.
double open doors. That is like so
Yes.
beautiful. And I love that. And I actually I remember I was talking this in Twitch when I was streaming that
Mhm.
I wanted to build for the community and like for all the people,
Mhm.
but I just don't feel like inspiration at all. I don't like to build at all. And I really need to like push myself to make the house. But I don't want to feel that. I want to feel like, oh, I love this one and I enjoy building. That's why I use CC. And that's why I make the decision I'm
Mhm.
only going to use CC now. Maybe like 90% will
Yeah.
be CC builds,
Mhm.
and then the 10% will be like non-CC.
I fucking love that.
Yeah.
Because you're building the vision in your head to how you see fit. And sometimes you
Yeah.
need CC. Like
Sometimes you need CC, yes.
sometimes you need CC. Like
And
I
I think that is like totally fine.
oh
So
yeah.
I don't understand why people are like so upset about it. Oh, there's CC. I don't want this then. I'm like, well, don't have it then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do you.
Yes.
If you don't need CC to complete your builds, amazing,
Yeah,
awesome.
that is also
That's
fine. But
awesome.
if I want to use it, I don't want to feel like bad about it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it's so funny because like, you'll be like, so they're like, I'm a cast, I use CC. Here's the billion CC I use. Your builder. Do you use
Hmm.
CC?
Yeah.
Why do you use CC? Listen, I was the same way. I build for the community. I'm CC free. Now, anytime I build something, I'm like, I like CC. Especially I use a lot of so like I for the fall formal for Rose Chronicles, I built out like a giant outdoor
Yeah.
dance stage thing. But
Yes.
I had a ton of deco sims, which anyone who doesn't know what deco sims are, they're statues, but they look like sims, and then
Yes.
they simulate anything. You could have
Yeah.
dancing sims, morning sims, walking sims, paparazzi sims, name it. They have. I needed that to
Yes.
make it feel more realistic to me,
Yeah. I
right?
know.
So like
And and
that.
and I also like the Simstagram.
Mhm.
Like I want to have beautiful pictures, and that is like important to me. When I post pictures, they need to be pretty, and I use G-Shade and I edit them a little bit. I want them to look like nice,
Mhm.
and that's also thing CC is like more beautiful, I think.
Exactly. Now, okay, with CC for inbuild, I have to ask: are you using Max's Match or are you using Alpha?
I use more Maxis. I have some Alpha, and sometimes I mix those a little bit, but I use more Maxis Match. Yeah.
I'm usually the same as well. I don't really use Alpha anyways, just because it looks weird in the world.
I think it looks too realistic for me. So I don't want to
Yes.
have that realistic look. I still want to have like the Sims feeling,
Mm-hmm.
but then just try to maybe with the editing, I will try to have like the illusions that they are like real stuff. But for me, Alpha is maybe too realistic. Yeah.
I agree for certain aspects, especially Alpha hair for CC.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man,
But that is stunning. I have
it
like some
is.
cast CC and the hairs and stuff. They are like amazing, and actually they look like real people sometimes.
Sometimes, especially if they
Yes.
have like masks and the mesh on their
Yeah.
face. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah,
Well, now, okay, so I totally agree when it comes to CC. If anyone gives you a hard time, you tell them to come talk to me
I know.
about CC because I will stand your ground. Because I'm sorry, you need.
No, I think actually I'm very happy that I make the decisions, and
Yeah.
because I was also worried that people wouldn't support me anymore. That is like, so I was like, maybe they will not follow me anymore or something like that. But people are actually like loving my CC build. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to continue this that I love to do.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
and I want to build what I want to build, you know.
Exactly. My best advice to tell to everybody, because let's be honest, if you're in this Instagram community, you have an existential crisis at least once in your career while doing it, where you're
Yes.
just like, why am I doing this? No one's liking my
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
Why? Why?
Yeah.
Why? And then you go and realize I'm doing it for me. I'm
Yes.
doing this for me. I'm not doing this for anybody else. I'm doing this for
Yes.
me. And if you're not doing it for you, then you're doing it for the wrong person.
I know. I know.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, so I'm
Wow.
very happy right now. And I have like I'm sharing my CC builds in Patreon now. And there is also this pledge you can have. It's custom CC build. And now I have two Patreons. Two people wanted custom CC. And I'm like so happy about that.
Oh, damn. I
Yeah, and
love that.
that is like amazing that somebody actually used that, and like I'm so happy.
Well, that's so awesome. I'm so awesome. So
Yeah,
proud of you. That's
thank you. Me
awesome.
too.
Now I gotta ask, what is your favorite build you've ever done with CC and why?
uh, well, I am actually the recent one that I made, the little farmhouse. That
Mhm.
was like I really loved doing that. And oh, I don't even remember my what I have done. And then I think I did something in early this year, like these streets. It was like Italy street inspired
Oh,
picture. So that was like, I remember that I enjoy doing that. But I have many builds that I actually love very much, like, and I don't want to even make like bad builds. So I always they need to be like perfection.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. And I love that. And I love that like that you're able to create absolutely everything in The
Yeah. Well, I
Sims.
don't know if I can make everything, but
Johanna, you're selling yourself short. You can create everything.
maybe.
Well, I got a couple more questions for you, and then we're gonna wrap this up. So,
Yes.
what tips and tricks do you wish that you would have learned X amount of years ago when you started the what you know today?
Well, for me, I think I went too big first, like the home sizes were like gigantic. Like start with the small ones. So I wish I would know that. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you just like if you start something, I just you just need to try things what you want to do.
Okay.
I don't know if I have any tips. Just dive in and go see the world and yeah.
I
And
love that.
I watch a lot of YouTube videos
Mhm.
from other builders, and there is like I'm still learning a lot of stuff. Sorry, the dog is messing around.
That's okay.
Yes. So I enjoy actually watching YouTube,
I
and
like that.
there is a lot of like tips and tricks that I am like catching up, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I will use this.
Right? I always love that part of the Sims community that we're like, take these three objects and turn it into blank, right? And you're just like,
Yeah.
I never would have thought of that. Speaking of stuff that I would have never thought of is Twitch. Talk to me what it's like to be a Sims Twitcher. I think is that the right
Uh,
word you would use to describe
I
if
don't
someone's on
know. Is it
Twitch?
like streamer? I'm not
Streamer?
sure.
Ooh, I
But
think that's much better.
so for me, I was like, so I know the Twitch, and I was following these Finnish like people. They were
Mhm.
like streaming or something like that.
Yep.
And then I remember I found Kev the Builder was
Yep.
live. I was like, oh, cool. I will go see that stream then. And it was like during the season one Builders game.
Mhm.
So I did know Kevin from the game and like he was the winner and stuff like that. And then I just started following those like mini Sims streamers and I was like, oh, this is cool. This looks like fun thing to do. And then I decided, okay, I will start also streaming. And that has been like, I really enjoy that. And that is something I'm gonna like, do and put my time. into that. It is hard also find the balance between my, day job and my own children, and then the streaming and stuff like that. So I don't have like schedule for the streamers. I just go live whenever I want to go live and I have the time. But I don't know. I think it will be cool if that will be my job in the future also. So let's see.
Fingers crossed. I feel like that's
Yeah.
our dream, right? We're just like, this is what we want to do for the rest of our lives because we actually love this.
Yeah, I think that will be like maybe one of my goals, to really like have the community in the Twitch. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Well, I love it. I'm hosting a roundtable in January for Sims Twitch streamers. You're more than welcome to come because
I would love to come.
I don't know how Twitch works. I still physically don't understand how you're able to stream it.
You have to come to watch the streams and be there.
I've watched a couple streams, but I'm still sitting here. I'm like, how?
It was like the first live, I bought my microphone and cameras and stuff. Like I wanted to have good stuff. And then I was like sitting, I think it was like 3 months ago I started, and I was like, okay, I just need to put the live on. I was like, it was so scary. I was like, I can't do this. But then after that, after every stream, it feels more natural to do that. And you feel more confident about it. And I was so worried about my English also, that I can't speak that. But it is good practice also to speak English, and and it's not that bad. People are saying that I'm doing okay and they will understand me. And
I got you. I mean, you could have told me English was your first language. I would have absolutely believed you.
That's great.
No, I think I might rip the Band-Aid off in 2023. But like, what would I stream? Like, I would never stream an interview because
maybe you could stream about like your stories and like the process of that. And I think people will actually love to see that.
I think they would be so disappointed. I think they
and you are like, so I think you are very like entertaining and good host, so you could actually do anything in there.
Thank you.
Yes. And I would definitely come to see you on Twitch. But you should come there like sometimes, to see the thing there. It's amazing, like the community in there also. Everyone is so nice. And of course, there is always like bad people. And I have like also have some gross messages, and I'm like, oh, I can't like have this. But other than that, it's so nice, and people are so sweet and supporting each other, and that is like amazing feeling.
Well, you've sold me. I'll definitely
welcome.
Thank you. I don't know.
I have just started, and I'm like talking a pro. Yeah, come there.
I don't know what I'll stream, but I'll definitely try to stream something. I think they'd be like, Stas, you look like you have your life put together. You're doing these podcasts. I'm like, yes, because you see what you want to see. And this story, this prodigal story, be like, yeah, guys. So I just like placed this down. Hold on, let's go find 20 different poses. Let's see. Not that one. Not
but
that.
I think it's like,
yeah.
But I think a lot of people just enjoy watching other people. Like I mostly like when I woke up and I have my morning coffee, I go always to Twitch, and I'm gonna see who is live. And even if I don't know the people, I just like to have like the company and the stream like there and watch people. So
I love that. It's like people who message me like, yeah, Stas, I'm on like a 5-hour road trip. I'm listening to your podcast. I'm like, what?
Yeah. And I actually I listen to your podcast like from Spotify, like sometimes when I go to work and I have missed a show, then I like to listen to you like before I go to work.
Oh my God, thank you. I remember the first time I started this, I was like, is anyone gonna listen?
I use Spotify, so it's nice that you have also the episodes in there.
Yeah, I'm on everything. Like I'm on Spotify, Apple, Google, Android, Castbox, iHeartRadio, Pandora, I'm on literally any podcast streamer.
Yeah.
I'm on Stitcher, Deezer.
Oh, you're on like every platform.
I'm on every platform because I use RSS, so
Yes.
it allows me to go to every single platform. It just automatically does it.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to pay a lot of money a month to have that,
I
but
know. I know.
it's just no stress. I just put an episode up because like I right now I have episodes almost filmed till the end of March.
Yeah.
So it's like, yes, this is perfect. But
Yeah.
anyways, Yona, I want to say it has been an absolute pleasure getting to sit down and
Aw.
talk to you today. Why don't you tell everybody where we can find your amazing work?
Well, I have Instagram account. It's Johanna and then the underline Sims. And the Johanna is like with the Y letter.
Mhm.
And then I'm also in Twitter with the same name. I think there isn't underline in Twitter. I don't know. But also in Twitch, Johanna Sims. I'll be live sometimes there. So
Perfect. The links are going to be below. Please go
yes.
check out Johanna. Thank you again so much for coming in here today. It's been an absolute blast. You are welcome back here anytime, and we can
Thank you for having
about
me.
anything.
I really enjoyed this. It was so nice, and I will love to come back later.
Of course. Well, once I figure out when in January that I'll be filming the Twitch Sims Twitcher.
Awesome. That's awesome.
And then in February, I'm actually going to do Simstagram people, and I'm expecting that one to be massive because there's a lot of Simstagrammers out there. Hence, I have it like me, and I'm also having a YouTube one next week because I'm like, I want to pick your brains being a YouTube person because I can't figure it out. So,
but I love that you are also doing like what is that you're passionate about, and you have like nice podcasts, and keep doing that. And
thank you. Yes. I've made a promise to myself that I will continue. Life obviously, will pick up eventually.
Yes.
Like I'm crazy. I'm doing a 60 episode season for season 2. I don't think I will ever do that undertaking again, but like I will continue to do a season 3 and a season 4 and a season 5 until you guys no longer want to listen to me.
Oh, we want to listen to you.
Oh, yeah, I will. I'm just blessed. You're so nice. You made me speechless. I've never speechless.
Really?
No, I've never.
But and also for me, like I was telling this to my husband that I need to spend time this because he's like you're just always in the computer. I'm like, but I have to. If I want to have this as my job, I need to use my time. I need to like make, put effort on it. And that is like what I want to do.
Absolutely. Yes. It's hard to explain to people because like I could be with friends right now, or I could be doing this where I find I have a passionate about and I want to do it. But anyways, I feel like we could keep chatting, but I'm gonna wrap this up.
I know.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Please go check out Johanna. And again, thank you so much for coming here to have a great rest of your day. Okay.
You too.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.